everyone, and welcome to Conversations with Fafane. I'm Fafane Mudise, and we are live at the JSC She Invest 2025 Summit or Conference. And I'm so excited because I'm joined by the Head of Securities at PSG, Wendy Myers. Hi, Wendy, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
You look
How are you?
fabulous. I'm great now that you're here.
Thank you.
All right, so quickly.
Dress for success.
No, but let's get into it. What is it that you do, and what does head of securities mean for someone? And especially looking at the fact that you've been at it for working in the space for about 21 years, how's that experience been for you?
So, working in securities and in particular stockbroking, it's typically always been a man's world, and I'm a great believer in inspiring women. And I think I've always been fascinated with investments, and I wanted to have a career in investing and in particular securities, stockbroking. And I'm a big believer that it's up to us to deliver the message to the youth on the importance of being invested and the importance of investing for their retirement, but just the pleasure of it. So I get a lot of satisfaction in my role. I'm head of PSG's Securities division. I'm responsible for obviously the business, the people. I'm involved in the strategy. And part and parcel of that is obviously developing talent. So I'm lucky because I can do all of that.
Yeah, I mean, because you work so intricately with investing and savings, what are the common mistakes that you've seen a lot of young people do when they get into investing?
So I think the biggest mistake is people don't start today. I think the youth, they don't appreciate the importance of compounding. If you start early, you can save so much more than if you start later in life. I think some of the other pitfalls is people trust family and friends when they should be looking rather at established brands. There's so many scam artists out there. I've had so many friends that have fallen victim to that. So we are a big believer at PSG about the importance of staying invested, being diversified in your investments, and having a financial advisor guide you along your journey.
I mean, it sounds fantastic. In an ideal world, if I had money in the bank and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to start investing, and you hear they'll say, as little as 10,000, that's all you need, but that's not really little. Yeah. So how practical can we make it? What approach should we take rather?
I think people need to realize, investors need to realize that it doesn't have to be 10,000 Rand, it can be as little as 300 Rand into a tax-free savings account. And I think people hold themselves back because they are confused with all the financial jargon. Yeah. But actually, it's very simple. And if you do a little bit of research and you practice, start with a unit trust and then start with an ETF and then slowly start building your share portfolio, you'll actually be amazed at the information available to you. And it's exciting, and it's wonderful to know that you're a shareholder in a company that's meaningful for you. So why not? So I think for the youth of today, maybe dial your lifestyle back slightly. Maybe you don't need 3 or 4 pairs of shoes. Maybe, you can balance that a bit and put at least 300 Rand a month into some kind of investment. Watch how it grows, and you'll be amazed at how you want to do more of it. You want to obviously live your life, but make sure you're also balancing that through investing.
Yeah. I mean, in the world of digital technology and so much information going around, everything you hear on social media, on TikTok, when you scroll is, you need to invest in this stock and so and so. But then I don't really know if I should invest in XYZ company, but they say I should. And so I just do it, but I don't even know what buying shares or stocks in that company even means. So how practical can we make it for the everyday citizen who isn't earning a steady income or has a very little income to go by?
So I think those that have very little income, they've got to do a financial plan. They've got to look at a budget and say, for me to live a reasonably okay life, how much can I save? And look at save first. So have that debit order that goes off, and then you can spend the rest, right? And I think it's important for investors to understand who are the reliable financial services firms out there. I mean, it's actually very easy to open an account with a financial services firm. But I think also what they've got to realize is do the hard graft, do the work, do the research. It's not a one-day game. It's actually something that you're going to do for the rest of your life. Start early, start practicing, and enjoy it along the way. And fail forward. I think that's an important thing. Not everybody makes money from shares, but as long as you If you have the odd mistake, learn from it. But I think the key message I want to give to your listeners is invest in good, solid companies. Invest in companies that you can relate to. You understand what their strategy is. You buy into it. You might even use their products. I mean, how cool to know that, you're doing
Yeah.
that.
What I appreciate about your approach to everything is how practical it is and how you are saying that we should take accountability for our spending habits as well. And so in closing, I'd like to know, how can we as women shift from being confident savers, because one thing we do love to do is saving as women, to actually confident investors?
So that's a great question. And I mean, women, in my experience, hold themselves back in so many fields, in their careers, in investing. And my message to women is be brave. Take control of your life. If you have financial wellness, it's amazing how your mental health improves.
Wow.
You are so much more confident. You feel assured that you know that you're on the right path. So I think the message for me is to say, don't hold yourself back. Be brave in everything that you do in your career, but in particular in your investments, and go for gold.
Go for gold. Thank you so much, Wendy. You are fabulous, and I've learned so much in a short period of time. Thank you so much for making time for us.
It's a great pleasure.
Thank you all for listening. We will see you next time.